everyone, my name is Toni and this is the general tarot reading for the Leo full moon on what day of the week is that? Thursday? Yep, Thursday, January 28th, 2021. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hi and hello, welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello if you are new here. I'm so glad that you found me. So as I said, my name is Toni. And this is just going to be a general collective reading for the full moon. So the full moon in general is about releasing things that we're holding on to that no longer serve our best and highest goods. And this is a very special full moon because this is the first full moon of the year. So it's very powerful. And I love that the first full moon of the year is in Leo. Leo loves to roar. Leo loves to be seen. All eyes on, Leo. And so, it could be, in fact, the thing that you need to release that's holding you back, that's keeping you from getting ahead. Could be something that, you draw a lot of attention to about yourself. It could be a something within your personality. It could be a part of your story, maybe a trauma you had at some point in your life that's kind of developed into a personality, an aspect of your personality, I should say, not your full personality, but there could be something that you've held on to and that you've really shown, very loudly over your lifetime or over, a period of time that maybe it's time to let go of. Maybe it's time to let go of that aspect of yourself and allow room for something new, something that maybe you don't even know about yourself to come forward. So that's just kind of a suggestion. So are y'all ready? Let's see what messages are waiting for us for the end of this week. All right, we are first going to look at the Star Seed Oracle. Headphone users, go ahead and turn down your volume for the shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the collective for this full moon in Leo, January 28th, 2021? What messages do we have for the collective? What messages do we have for the collective for this full moon in Leo? Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the collective for the full moon in Leo? Whoop, just came flying right out. All right, thank you. All right, we'll look at those here in a second once we're done pulling all of our cards. All right, our first tarot card that we're going to look at is the Dolly Tarot. Headphone users, let's go ahead and turn down the volume for that shuffle. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the general collective for the full moon in Leo on January 28th, 2021? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for the collective for the full moon in Leo? Thank you. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. Wow, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? Any more? Okay, any more? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for who? Okay, well that, my dears, is way too many, but we will go ahead and take that one. All right, that feels like a pretty good number. All right, next we're going to pull from the Modern Witch Tarot. All right, headphone users, let's turn it down again for that shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the collective for the full moon in Leo on January 28th, 2021? What messages do we have for the full moon in Leo for January 28th, 2021? What messages do we have for the collective for the full moon in Leo? Thank you. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? Thank you. What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for whoever? Thank you. What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? Thank you. All right. And last deck we will shuffle is going to be the, what else could it be? The Moonology Oracle deck. All right, headphone users, one last time, turn it down for the shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the collective for the full moon in Leo? What messages do we have for the collective full moon in Leo on January 28th, 2021? What messages do we have for the collective for whoever is watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need one card, please. What messages do we have for whoever is watching this reading? Thank you. All right, we've got our messages. All right, y'all, let's see what we have. Starting out, we have hold your vision, the fixed moon. The fixed moon, so hold your vision. All right, so it feels like maybe some of you are, you know, wondering if the path you're on is in fact the path you're on. You're wavering a little bit. Let's see what we got about that. Yep, Page of Swords. A little bit of insecurity, a little bit of doubt. Six of Cups, yeah. Page of Wands, yeah, there's a lot of very young energy here, but that's all right. The Hermit, okay. And the Eight of Wands, all right. So there's some communication coming. Okay, hang on. Let's just see what we got here. Justice. Can y'all see that? Let's back that up so y'all can see that. There you go. Yeah, you can see just fine. All right, Justice. The Three of Pentacles. I like that. Three of Pentacles with Six of Cups. The Five. Yes, the Five of Pentacles. Interesting with Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands with the Hermit. The, oh, beautiful. The Ace of Swords. Which way does this go? It goes this way with the Eight of Wands. And then here you have Lost Lands. Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. And you have, wow, I love this. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Wow. Okay. So this is a really, really interesting reading here. Okay. So yeah, it definitely feels like you've lost your vision. You've lost your perspective, maybe even. I don't feel like this is about you and anybody else. I feel like this is only about you. So here's the deal. It feels like you've been on a path. You've been you know, here sitting right in the middle, the Page of Wands, and then right under that is the Five of Pentacles. That Five of Pentacle energy is kind of like, you know, like you're needy or impoverished, or you know, it's like you're not getting what you need. This journey that you're on, it is a journey that of self-fulfillment. It's a journey of yourself, actually, where you're learning a lot about yourself. You could be, I don't see, I mean, we only have these two pentacles here. So I don't necessarily feel like it is about career. This feels a lot about like self-mastery or something you're working on, a goal you're working on for yourself. It could be fitness, it could be spiritual, it could be whatever it is, you know. I'm not sure. Like I said, the reason why I say it could be fitness is, I mean, look at her. She looks like she's going out for a hike. This is definitely a journey of self-mastery, but you're feeling kind of stuck. You're feeling like you're not getting very far, right? Like I said, this is the card in poverty. And so you feel like you're not moving along. You're being told not to lose your vision, not to lose, you know, what was the original vision of where you want. It feels like you've lost sight, you know, this lost lands, and sitting right next to perspective. It feels like, you know, you've lost sight of where you were headed, okay? You've forgotten what your original plan was, it feels like almost. You know, you came into this very excited. And this healing journey that you were on, you were really, really gung-ho. You were really looking forward to it. You got this Page of Swords sitting here with a Justice. You know, Justice, that Libra energy. I love Justice in this case because see how she's got, in this card, the Dolly deck, how she's got that sword. It's kind of similar to here. I mean, see how they're very similar cards here in both these decks. And here's the deal. That's what they're saying. Like you came into this very level-headed, this journey, and you knew what you needed to do. You knew what your outcome was. You were definitely focused on healing. It feels like maybe even some kind of aspect from your childhood, some learned behavior that needed to be healed. Maybe, you know, a habit or a behavior or a thought, a belief that you needed to be healed maybe from your childhood. You've been working on, you know, not just healing that, but really getting into full alignment with yourself. You've really been working on learning to listen to yourself, to your inner self, to your soul, and do what, you know, asking yourself, what do I need right now? And you've really been working on that self-discovery, but somewhere along the way, it feels like you've lost your way. Here's the beautiful thing. This is about to shift. Okay, this is about to shift very quickly. If you will just hold your vision, come back to the original point. It feels like you maybe have just wandered off track a little bit. And so you need to come back to where you began. You need to come back to where it all began, this healing journey of self-mastery that you were on. You need to come back to that, focus back on what was the original plan. Because it feels like, it's like, like you were going to, it's like you're going to Target. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you're going to Target and you're like, I'm going to buy one thing. And then $500 later, you come out with a basket full of stuff. It's kind of like that. Yeah, you did. You went in maybe to buy the one thing, and maybe you did buy the one thing, but then you came out with this whole other bunch of stuff, and you're like, how did I get here? And what's funny is the thing about this card is this is the card about being impoverished. Poverty. Yeah, you got in poverty because you overspent. You're burning your candle at both ends is what I'm hearing. And you're not focusing on what was the main point, what the main vision was. You've lost the perspective of what it was you should be doing. And you're, I think, focusing on too many other things. I feel like you're kind of pulling yourself in all directions a little bit. And that's why you're sitting here in this like, hey, I don't have any money to spend. When you spend all your money, when you meant to spend just like one coin, you spend 5. Okay, that's kind of like what happens when you go to Target. It's time to refocus. It's time to get back to the vision. Get back to what you came for. Because look here, you got the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords sitting right here. Get back to yourself, because as soon as you do, Knight of Wands, this is that fast moving. He's not quite as fast as the Knight of Swords, but he is the second fastest moving knight in the deck, and he's here to reignite that spark. He's here to remind you to get back to your true purpose, reignite that spark, and when you do, change is going to be coming very quickly. You've got that Ace of Swords, that's that breakthrough, that mental breakthrough, breaking through that plateau perhaps. But it's that sharpness, that mental clarity, that new higher perspective. It's moving past the stuck point quickly. It could be that the thing about 8 of Wands that I do hear right here though, because you've got the 8 of Wands sitting over the Ace of Swords, is some kind of communication. Some kind of conversation needs to maybe be had to clear up the confusion. You see how she is looking at the Hermit. It's like the journey is looking at yourself. There's some kind of conversation, and it's interesting. Like even like look, see how she's got that computer open, the laptop. It's like you need to go online and have a conversation with somebody, or a text conversation, or a FaceTime, or something to kind of refocus yourself. And when that conversation is had, and you're able to come back to center, because look at her, she's got that star right in the center of her chest. You see that when you come back to center, you're gonna be able to move forward much more quickly. That plateau will break through, and you're gonna be able to get back into alignment with your goals. All right, so what do you need to let go of? All right, that's the question. What is it that you need to let go of? It feels like what you need to let go of is not being focused on what was the main priority. All right, you're off chasing too many side quests when you need to come back to the main quest. All right, I hope you found this helpful. I do. I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, let's talk about it down below in the comments, or share it with somebody who could find it helpful. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And also, if you haven't already, go ahead and give that little subscription button down there. But it's red, hit it, it'll turn gray, and whoa, just like that, you're subscribed to my channel. You'll see me in your home feed, or if you'd rather not, you could just hit the notification and get a notification every time I post new content. I hope I get to see you again, and until I do, know how much I love you. I'll see you next time.